All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Anuja Kumar. The headlines. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar says India will emerge as a significant manufacturing hub and a $5 trillion economy by 2025. 2 lakh primary milk dairies to be opened at Panchayat level to make India a leading milk producer and exporter, says Home Minister Amit Shah. Core sector output growth in November rises to 5.4%. Government hikes interest rates on small savings schemes. Fresh spell of cold wave likely to hit northwest India from tomorrow. And Koneru Hampi wins silver medal at World Blitz Chess Championship in Almaty, Kazakhstan. And now the news in detail. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has said that by 2025, India will emerge as a significant manufacturing hub and will become a $5 trillion economy. Speaking at a business event in Nicosia, Cyprus, Dr. Jaishankar said India is getting increasingly prominent in global economy. He said trade policy reforms channeled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's economic vision contributed to India becoming one of the strongest destinations for foreign direct investment.
During the pandemic, we actually used this period to carry out very ambitious economic reforms. Some of these were in the making since 2014, but certainly the Make in India initiative and what we call Atmanirbhar Bharat, which is a sort of a self-reliance, so it's promoting greater capacities within India. These were taken by the government in a much more focused way, and our intention, our goal is clearly to make India a major manufacturing hub and to emerge as a $5 trillion economy by 2025.
Dr. Jaishankar said India was one of the largest global hubs for vaccine production during the pandemic and supplied vaccines to 100 nations. Our motto for the G20 is World as One Family, which is something we put into reality throughout the pandemic years, he said. Speaking on foreign direct investment or FDI, Dr. Jaishankar said India is receiving the highest FDI flows in its history. Last year, the country received $81 billion as FDI. He said the country's trade has expanded substantially. The External Affairs Minister said India has become home to one of the world's largest startup ecosystems. The country hosts close to 100 unicorns now. In fact, India has the third largest number of unicorns currently, he said. Dr. Jaishankar emphasized on the fact that India is a trusted partner in the current global supply chain, and for the sake of promoting commerce and business, the country is negotiating a free trade agreement with the European Union. India completed 2 agreements with Australia and the UAE this year, he said. Dr. Jaishankar has said that India's relations with China are not normal, and the country will not agree to any attempt to change the line of actual control unilaterally. He said the country is facing challenges on its borders, and these challenges have intensified during the COVID period. He stated this while interacting with the Indian community at Larnaca in Cyprus yesterday.
We have been very clear that we will never accept it, we will never normalize it, we will never allow terrorism to force us to the negotiating table. We want good neighborly relations with everybody, but good neighborly relations does not mean excusing or looking away or rationalizing terrorism. That we are very clear. The second, of course, is our borders, and we have challenges on our borders. The challenges on the borders intensified during the COVID period. You all know that today the state of our relations with China are not normal. They are not normal because we will not agree to any attempt to change the line of actual control unilaterally.
Union Home and Cooperation Minister Amit Shah has said that in 3 years, 2 lakh primary milk dairies will be opened at the Panchayat level across the country to benefit milk producers and make India a leading milk producer and exporter. He was speaking at a public gathering in Mandya yesterday after inaugurating a mega dairy in Karnataka. The Home Minister assured the cooperative milk producers of all the technical assistance from the Cooperative Ministry.
आजादी के तुरंत बाद ही भारत के किसानों ने कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्ट्री कृषि मंत्रालय से अलग हो इसकी मांग की थी। उस वक्त अगर इस पर किसी ने काम किया होता तो आज भारत के किसानों की स्थिति अलग होती। परंतु मैं बधाई देना चाहता हूं देश के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को कि जिन्होंने अलग कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्ट्री बनाकर भारत के किसानों के विकास का रास्ता प्रशस्त किया है।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that National Ganga Council meet held yesterday was a great opportunity to discuss ways to further strengthen the Namami Gange initiative. In a series of tweets, Mr. Modi said he spoke about ways to enhance cleanliness efforts, including expanding the network of sewage treatment plants in the smaller towns. During the meeting, Mr. Modi emphasized on ways to enhance various forms of herbal farming along the Ganga. He also highlighted the need to boost tourism infrastructure along the river, which can provide livelihood opportunities to several people. The growth rate in the production of 8 core sectors jumped to 5.4% in November, against 3.2% in the corresponding month last year. In October 2022, the core sector's output growth stood at 0.9%. The production growth of 8 infrastructure sectors, coal, crude oil, natural gas, refinery products, fertilizer, steel, cement and electricity stood at 8% during April to October this fiscal, compared to 13.9% a year ago. Final growth rate of the index of 8 core industries for August 2022 has been revised to 4.2% from its provisional level 3.3%. The cumulative growth rate of ICI during April to November 2022 was 8% provisional as compared to the corresponding period of last year. The government has increased the interest rate on various small savings schemes for the fourth quarter of the current financial year, starting from 1st of January 2023. The interest rate of 5-year National Savings Certificate has been increased to 7% from 6.8%. Finance Ministry said the interest rate on Senior Citizen Savings Scheme increased to 8% from 7.6%. The monthly income account saving has also been increased to 7.1% from 6.7%. The interest rate on Kisan Vikas Patra will now be 7.2% and will mature in 120 months. The interest rate of small savings deposit of 1-year time period has been increased to 6.6% from 5.5%. However, the interest rate on Public Provident Fund Scheme, Sukanya Samriddhi Account Scheme and Savings Deposit have been kept unchanged. The Unique Identification Authority of India UIDAI has advised residents not to share Aadhaar openly in public domain, particularly on social media and other public platforms. Electronics and IT Ministry said Aadhaar card holders should not disclose Aadhaar OTP to any unauthorized entity and refrain from sharing M-Aadhaar PIN with anyone. It has asked the card holders to use Aadhaar confidentially to avail benefits and services, but observe the same level of caution as they do in case of any other identity document. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The World Health Organization chief has defended the decision of countries introducing restrictions in response to China's COVID-19 surge as understandable. In view of the lack of information from Beijing, WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus urged China to be more forthcoming on the pandemic situation in the country. Fresh spell of cold wave is likely to start in northwest India from tomorrow. India Meteorological Department or IMD said cold wave conditions are likely in Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh and North Rajasthan during next 4 to 5 days. The IMD said dense fog conditions are also likely to continue over the plains of northwest India during the next 4 to 5 days. The IMD said due to light winds and high moisture near the surface over Indo-Gangetic plains, dense fog is likely in many pockets over Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh and North Rajasthan. The government has imposed a ban on construction and demolition activities in the National Capital Region as the air quality deteriorates in the last 24 hours. Yesterday, the city's average air quality index stood at 399, which is only 2 notches below the severe category. In view of the significant deterioration in air quality, the subcommittee of the Commission for Air Quality Management invoked Stage 3 of the Graded Response Action Plan in the NCR. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed sorrow over the accident of noted cricketer Rishabh Pant. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said he is distressed by the accident and prayed for his good health and well-being. Mr. Modi also spoke with the cricketer's mother and inquired about his health following the accident on the Delhi-Dehradun highway near the Roorkee border. Former world rapid champion Koneru Humpy has won India's first ever silver medal in the FIDE World Blitz Chess Championships in Almaty, Kazakhstan. Humpy defeated China's Zhong Yi Tan to win silver in the 17th and final round. Fourth-seeded Humpy scored an impressive 12.5 points, just half a point behind the gold medal winner, Bibisara Balabayeva of Kazakhstan. Humpy is the second Indian to win a medal at World Blitz after Vishwanathan Anand. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has congratulated Humpy for winning silver medal at the World Blitz Chess Championships. In a tweet, Mr. Thakur called this yet another feather in the Grandmaster's illustrious cap. In hockey, Haryana's women's team won the Khelo India Youth Games 2022 Women's Under-18 qualifiers after defeating Madhya Pradesh 2-0 in the final at Bhubaneswar yesterday. In the final match, Pooja and Gurmail Kaur scored a goal each for Haryana to end the contest in their favour. Odisha stepped up to claim the third place after beating Jharkhand 2-1 in the third and fourth place encounter. Sanjana Horo scored for Jharkhand, but Odisha came back with goals from Pooja Sahu and Sunilita Topo to complete a thrilling comeback. Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha and Jharkhand have qualified for the Khelo India Youth Games to be held in Madhya Pradesh next year. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to VC Pramod.
Thank you, Anuja. All the dailies lead with two headlines calling it a tragic Friday. The Times of India writes about Modi bidding final adieu to his mother and also reports on cricketer Rishabh Pant's accident. Lucky to survive, Rishabh injured as car hits divider. Private construction barred as city air quality nears severe, writes Hindustan Times as the pollution level in the national capital spikes. The Tribune quotes the Apex Court directing the states to set up special units in police stations to facilitate motor accident claims. As Centre's New Year gift, most small savings plans to yield more in new quarter. PPF Sukanya rates static, reports The Hindu. Resorts, leisure destinations in high demand, cites the Economic Times under the headline, Party Animals Check-in. Hotels sold out for New Year's Eve. And finally, the Pioneer notes the appointment of 19 joint secretaries with majority of them coming from allied services under the headline, Non-IAS rewarded with elevation to joint secretary post. And with that, it's back to you, Anuja.
Thank you, Pramod. And in some more news, in hockey, Madhya Pradesh defeated Odisha 6-5 to clinch the Khelo India Youth Games 2022 Men's Under-18 Qualifiers title in Bhubaneswar yesterday. In a thrilling final, Zamir Mohammad was the star of the final, scoring a hat-trick while Ali Ahmed, Mohammad Zaid Khan and captain Ankit Pal netted one goal each for Madhya Pradesh. On the other hand, Anmol Ikka, Paulus Lakra, Deepak Mins, Akash Soring and Anmol Ikka scored one goal each for Odisha. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar says India will emerge as a significant manufacturing hub and a $5 trillion economy by 2025. 2 lakh primary milk dairies to be opened at Panchayat level to make India a leading milk producer and exporter, says Home Minister Amit Shah. Core sector output growth in November rises to 5.4%. Government hikes interest rates on small savings schemes. Fresh spell of cold wave likely to hit northwest India from tomorrow. And Koneru Humpy wins silver medal at World Blitz Chess Championship in Almaty, Kazakhstan. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.